and welcome to a new year of Whether News Happens or Not. Yeah, we did a video like this last year, the year of 2019, the color orange. This year it's the year of 2020, the color blue. As you can tell, I changed the whole entire channel, and now it's really, really blue. It's really
2020,
blue.
and we still don't have floating cars.
No, we do not. We'll get there, though. But today is our update. We're going to do our update video today. We did one last year. It was like 11 or so minutes long, but we're going to do it different this time, and you'll see that in a few minutes. But we got a bunch of stuff we're going to talk about on this board, which is behind us. It's okay if you can't read it, because we're going to talk about it anyways later on. We have a lot of ideas that we want to get done this year. I know we talked about a lot of them last year, but we didn't do that much last year because a lot went on last year. Honestly, I think it was the worst year for us, I think, out of all the years we've done it. We didn't get that much done. There was the least amount of videos we've done in 2019 with 39, I believe. And yeah, so I don't know, it's just crazy because we got a lot of ideas that we've came up with. Some of them are many years old, and we still want to do that. One of them is. Yeah, so we're going to talk about that. You got anything to say before we jump into it?
No.
No? Okay, so we're going to talk about all the stuff that we want to try to do this year, and if you have any ideas, let us know in the comments down below.
I do have something to say.
Okay, he's got something to say now.
It's going to be really funny. I'm going to tell y'all a little story. That last video you saw us in, where we were talking about our little characters that we did,
yeah.
Couple hours after that, we were going to do another video, and I literally passed out on this couch.
Yeah, he was asleep. He fell asleep about 2 or 3 times on the couch after we filmed that video. If I had video, I'd show it, but I don't. But he was passed out.
I was really tired.
Yeah.
I had to work that night, and I came here, and then I died.
But it was funny because in the character video, you seemed fine.
In the character video, there was a couple parts that you could see
yawned?
me. I was like,
you yawned, and I cut those yawns out.
There's a couple parts where you could see me that I was just kind of
like
dozed off while I was trying to figure out what I was talking about, but yeah.
Yeah, we worked through it. But we're going to talk about our ideas, and like I said, if you have any ideas of what we should do, leave them down below or DM us on Instagram about it. So, here we go.
Hello there. So, the first video we're going to talk about is a film that we thought about a long time ago, and then we switched it up, and then we switched it up again, and then we thought of another video that interacted with this one, and then now we got the actual video. It's going to be called Wilson, and it's going to be about Deathstroke. And it's a comic that I saw a long time ago, but I don't remember a lot of things from the comic, but I remember a little bit of it. And we're going to throw in our own kind of version of it. Well, it's going to be about Deathstroke, where it's basically the storyline where he gets killed, and then he gets through the Lazarus pit, and then he becomes young again. And then he rips out his eyeball, because he was used to only one eye for the longest time. So, there's that. And it's not going to have a long cast. It's going to have a little bit of a cast. Not too big, but that's the first video.
What are you saying you want me to go kill those kids? Oh, hey. The next idea that we have is we're going to try to make more content videos. I know that last year we did a lot of those, including Dawson walking around in the stormtrooper suit in town and going through drive-thrus and stuff and making gaming videos and stuff. We're going to try to do more of those because we don't have a lot of time to do all the big film stuff, but when we do, we take the chance. But we're going to do a lot more of those videos this year like we used to. So look out for those, and it should be a lot of fun. You might see some new stuff. You might see some stuff we've already done. But yeah, it should be fun. So our next film idea, we've had this idea in our head for about 2 years now. And last year we didn't really get to talk about it because we tried not to spoil everything. Take it away, Dawson.
It's called River Flow. Yeah, it's the murder mystery, well, kind of serial killer kind of film that we were planning on doing, and has a bunch of cast in it. And I'm gonna let Trace talk about the cast for a minute.
So we've been trying to get a lot of people in this. There's going to be a lot of characters in this. I don't want to say who they are because that'll give a lot away. But initially the idea was made up by my dad, and then I told Dawson about it, and he wrote a script. And so it's really long. But the people that were initially supposed to be in it, you'd see people like Alex and Julian and Preston and all of them, and we might see some new faces because there's a lot of people that we need to get for it. So it's going to be a big cast, and hopefully we achieve that this year.
Very indeed, Trace. We're going to keep going on, and then we're going to try to achieve it, and because there's a lot of scenery in it, a lot of shot locations that we got to go to film it in, a bunch of cast, a bunch of props, and it's going to be fun.
Sorry for being really dumb. We just tried to be a little bit different, I guess. I don't know if we'll ever do that again.
Content!
Content, yeah. Whatever we got to do to make videos. So we got a couple other things we want to talk about. We didn't want to do like sections on because that would just be giving y'all way too much to know, and
I'd rather not have this video be 45 minutes long.
Yeah, because it's hard on us and hard on me trying to edit this whole thing. But you know, we're gonna talk about some one big thing, and then talk about some little stuff that we might do this year if time allows it.
Am I the only one that does that? I'm going to pause real quick. Have you ever just looked at your phone, looked through everything, turn it off, and right when you put it down, it vibrates?
Yeah.
And then you get super annoyed because you're like,
I just put my phone down. Like, what? So, I know Dawson has a lot of ideas, like smaller ideas for videos, so go ahead with those, because there's some of them.
Some of them are going to be a night film where... there's been many names for it. We had one night film came up with a long time ago called A Hero's Walk. And I'm actually thinking about somewhat changing that up and putting the beginning of the video that I'm thinking of with that. I'm not really sure yet. I'm still thinking about it, but it's a night film. And my main thing is I want it to be like it's a... I had an idea that I wanted to go off of with it too, because we might even do that with it. It starts off with a crusader that has like PTSD.
Yeah.
From battle, and then people kind of like surround him, and then he kills them all.
That's interesting.
Another one's gonna be Nightmare, and that's a Nightwing short film. It's gonna have Joker, Deathstroke, and Nightwing. Only those three. That's all we need. And then another one is Stronger, which is gonna be a police video that we've been talking about it for a while now, and kind of been going off of it, made a script for it, and whatnot. Another one is going to be called Walking into Fire. That one's based off of 1917, where it's kind of like two soldiers going off and doing a mission, except this one's going to be based off of the Revolutionary War. Actually, the French and Indian War. It's going to be British soldiers that are trying to cross lines, trying to get through Indian territory and trying to get through to the French and whatnot. So those are just a couple, and then there's one that me and Trace really want to talk to you about. So I'm going to let him take that off for just a second.
So I came up with the idea for this. I came up with this idea coming home from a trip about a week ago, and I thought, you know, it'd be cool because we haven't done something like this since we were going into high school, and that thing was like, I think if we redid it, it would be a way better. We say that with a lot of stuff, but truly, if you go back and watch it,
I kid you not, this actually might become a thing. We were talking about how we actually might redo Highlander.
Yeah.
Like new casting, new costumes,
yeah,
same exact storyline,
and the characters,
and same exact characters,
yeah,
but just redo it.
Yeah, redo it.
Because
yeah.
I remember at the time we were like, this is so cool, but now we're sitting there and we're like, you know, the storyline's great and everything was good, but if we just knew half the stuff that we knew now, it could be 40 times better.
Yeah.
And so that's why we're talking about redoing it.
Yeah. We're thinking about redoing some videos, not a lot of them, but it'd just be 2.0. We were thinking about doing, I came up with an idea and I told Dawson about a new show, because we did a show called The Power Rangers, and it was the only show that we ever did, and that's the one I was talking about, where I think if we redid it, we'd make it a lot better. We would. This would be our second show this year if we attempted to try it, because we've tried to come up with shows before. We've never talked about them. We've wanted to make a Batman show that we don't know if we still want to do. We wanted to do a Power Ranger show with our own original stuff where we played ourselves and we were Power Rangers and junk. But this one is basically a small town. Like, it takes place in a small town. It's all dramatic and it has adventure in it, and all this stuff happens. And we don't have a title yet. We're working on it. But we really want to do this series this year and make it one of our big things that we do this year, because our big thing last year was The Legend, and that was like the biggest thing we worked on, even though it kind of was on accident. But it happened. And then
Turned out really good too.
it did turn out really well. But we wanted to make a show like Netflix shows, they have 8 episodes. We kind of want to make really, really long episodes that go on YouTube. So hopefully this year we'll have time to do that. And it'll be easier on us because we won't have to do... Some episodes might have me and Dawson. Some episodes might have 4 people, 5 people. You don't know. That's what makes it easier than doing a film. But we're still working on it.
So earlier throughout this video, you saw us talk at the very beginning, and then you saw me talk about one film that I came up with. Then you saw Trace talk about different things he was coming up with, and we were talking about different stuff like that. The reason why you see both of us here, and we're talking about this film, and we talked about River Flow, is because we've both been interactive in it. And in this film, we've both been interactive in it. He came up with the idea of the fact of it being a small town and like a group of friends getting together and stuff. I came up with this idea where, like you saw a while ago in the other videos, is I mess around with Legos. It's just the thing that stuck with me. I don't know why. It's just something that I enjoy. And there's this one Lego series that come out right now called The Hidden Side. And right when he told me this idea, it clicked, and I was like, you know what? It'd be super cool if we did something kind of like that. And then we just came up with another idea just a second ago where these kids are going around and they're hunting ghosts, and they have software to help them find the ghost and stuff like that. And they're going through this small town that's infested with ghosts or whatnot.
Yeah.
But another thing that we came up with is the kids, they've been doing it for so long that it's been messing with their DNA a little bit. So all the kids have certain, like, abilities. Like, one could, is like a speedster, like, can run fast or, like, can stop time. Another one could, like, see things before it happens, or little stuff like that, like, that goes off with them. And we just thought that'd be a really cool little segment. And I just thought of another thing. What if, like, the kids that are, like, certain abilities have certain marks, and they have, like, these little, like, tattoo marks on their arms or whatnot?
Yeah. It'd be neat.
It'd be neat.
Yeah, like we said, we talked about wanting to do 8 episodes of those and try to make them really long because, it's just... We can want to make it professional and actually make a real show, because really, if you think about it, we've never really done one, or like an actual one. So we were just trying to do something that would be easier on us this year, and that's what we both came up with. So hopefully y'all will get to see that, and hopefully y'all will get to see every single thing that we talked about in this video. There's probably more, but we can't talk about it in this video because it'd make it literally an hour. But
and here's another thing. We're going to do a thing. It might not happen. It might not. Well, I'm going to say it anyways. Help us out by, we just told you the idea of that video called the Small Town Drama Horror Ghost Hunter thing. How about you drop a name in the description of what you think we should name the video.
Yeah.
And if we pick one of your names, you'll be a winner, and you will be added in the front of the video, and we will shout you out.
Yeah, it'll be, we'll put it on Instagram, our Instagram as well, if anyone can come up with a good title for the series, and maybe you'll get to be in it. And
whoever wins, you'll get a shout out in the very beginning of the video.
Yeah, and slightly may have a part in the video, in the series, so who knows. But that's all we got, really. Like I said, there's a lot more we can't talk about. Not because we don't want to, but because
because we can't.
We can't. It'd take an hour. So that's all we got to talk about for the year. It's been a long journey. We're gonna hit 5 years in March, which is ridiculous. But we've done so much, And I hope this year or the next year we hit 300 subscribers. Because we're not very close, but we hopefully will get there.
We're getting there.
Yeah, we are. But that's it. Hope you all stick around and watch all of our stuff, regardless of what it is. Because we are, even if we're 40, 50, we're still going to be here. So don't worry about it. But thank you guys for watching this video. If you like this video, leave a like down below. Comment what the title of the new series should be, and comment what you want to see on the channel next. Instead, subscribe to the Weather News Happens Or Not channel. My name is Trey Sparks.
My name is Dawson Mullins.
We'll see you guys in the next Weather News Happens Or Not video. Hope that to see you in the rest of this 2020 year. Bye-bye.
Peace.
We're all together.